Round of applause. In school, I didn't have this gym when I was here. Y'all got a nice setup, but I don't know who y'all have had talk to you guys before. I'm going to keep it short and sweet because I've heard a lot of guys talk before and I usually don't always hear what they have to say. But please, if you can, take a couple things out of this because I've been in your shoes, maybe on the basketball side, on the football side. We're all athletes when you look at it. I'm sure a lot of you play other sports. How many guys play other sports like basketball? Anybody? Coach, you got lucky. They got everybody playing sports. That's good. I went to Marcus, graduated in 96. In 1995, as Coach said, I'm not doing this to brag about myself or hype myself up because football is a team game. And I got these awards where I was because of the rest of my team. I was the offensive player in the whole state of Texas. I was a national All-American. Our offense led the whole nation in passing. So we were at the level that you guys are close to getting to, striving to get to. And I've been following y'all a little bit. Any sport that comes through Marcus, I have a lot of pride because I believe in a lot of tradition. Not just in college, I also go back to my colleges, but I believe in high school tradition. Not just football, basketball, everything. And there's just a couple of things I really want to talk to you guys about. And number one is, how many seniors do we have in here? Raise your hand if you're a senior. Good. All right, guys, seniors. One thing I regret more than anything in my life in high school was not sitting back and looking back and taking in what was happening day to day. You're going to have people, coach is going to tell you, play like this is your last game. Practice like this is your last practice. And you're just, oh man, whatever. I'm going to tell you, seniors, this year is the last time you might ever play basketball again. Ever. That used to hurt me so bad. And I didn't think about it until after college. I was lucky enough to have a professional career for 8 years. And I was lucky enough and blessed enough for that to happen for me. 99.9% of the people in the world don't get that opportunity. So, I don't know if any of you guys are going to be able to play the college level. I'm going to bet if you do, it's going to be tough. You might go to college and never even step on the court as a college player. So take this season. One thing you hear from me today, take this season and every day when you walk through those doors, look around and take a breath. And just look at it because this time next year, you're never going to walk into a gym like this again. Ever. You're going to be at the YMCA talking about, man, I used to play at Marcus Circus. And so what, man? Who are you? We don't care. Now you're something. Now you're someone because you've put in all this hard work to be here. You're a part of this great team, this great tradition. Seniors, take that from me. I promise you, it'll make you cry when it's over. And if you're not crying at the end of the season, I'll just say, man, that guy Chris was right. I don't really know him. I don't know anything about him. He played football. What does he know? That side, I know what I'm talking about. Believe me. I played football all the way up to last year, 2008. I'm 32 years old. So I played football until I was 30 years old. Got paid for it. Got paid good money for it. Not millions, but enough to have a good life. And then all of a sudden, they folded the whole league. Folded it. And so I was playing thinking, man, I'm going to play for 3 or 4 more years. So I'm 33, 34, have a good life, enjoy being back in Dallas, playing Dallas. I played for the Dallas Desperados. And then they folded the whole league, so it was over. Overnight, you got a call, hey, the league's folded. You can't play anymore. So that's like one of the sophomores here, coach calling you up, say, hey, look, we're going to close down the whole basketball program. You can't play ever again. So you seniors, that's where you're at right now. If you have a chance to do something spectacular on the floor, do it. If you're dead tired in overtime and you're like, well, I'm going to lag off this guy a little bit, let him shoot. No. Might be the last shot you contest. Everybody else, you're 1 second, half a second away from, hate to say it, twisting your knee, breaking your foot, getting knocked out unconscious. That's it. There's no more football, no more basketball, no more baseball. I have little brothers, I tell them all the time, one of my brothers plays lacrosse in college. I say, man, what are you doing today? I call him up, oh, I'm sleeping in. Why? Well, I don't need to run anymore. I don't even know you need to. Because one day you're going to get older, you're going to get fat, you're going to get lazy, and you say, man, all I want to do is coach. Because all I want to do is be around basketball. Isn't that right, coach? All I want to do is be a part of a team. Because the real world's tough. It's fun. You're not with your parents anymore. You can do your own thing, but it's tough. So the one main thing you get out of this conversation, look at me now. If you're not hearing me the rest of the speech, hear me now. It will haunt you the rest of your life if you do not give 100%, like Coach says, like it's the last game you ever play. When you're in the huddle, it's the last game you ever play. I don't even know if Coach says that. A lot of my coaches used to say that. I'm breaking the huddle like, okay, yeah, 1, 2, 3, team, whatever. No, it is. That's it. So take that side of it. Seniors especially, I hate to harp on it, but I want you to hear it. Don't tell me I'm a liar, because in 5 years from now, 10 years from now, I hope you remember me and say, you know, he was right, and I took advantage of that. I know I'm here in the middle of the season. It's not the beginning of the season. Take the rest. How many games we got left, Coach? Guaranteed games we got left.
13.
13 games, that's it. Playoffs aren't guaranteed. Championship's not guaranteed. Leads me to my second point. If you tune me out now, that's fine. But remember the first point I made. Tune me out now, then you'll never win a championship. The second part is my senior year. I started my junior year. Junior year we made it to the playoffs. I was lucky enough to start quarterback. And as most of you know, y'all are lucky, some of the sophomores. I know we got a lot of good sophomore starters in here. To be able to start as a sophomore or junior at a 5A team, basketball, football, baseball, whatever, you're pretty lucky. There's a lot of places you can't do that. A lot of places you'd be lucky just to play 1 year. But to be where you are now and to play as young as you are, I had the same thing. I was a junior. I was an all-district junior. I kind of knew what I was doing. We went to the playoffs, lost the second round of the playoffs. We were pretty good. The next year, everybody said, man, these guys are going to be unbelievable. Unbelievable, right? Which we were. My starting offense, this is not including me. Receivers went to Michigan. This is in order now. Michigan, Colorado, Vanderbilt, North Texas. Offensive guard went to Texas Tech. Running back went to University of Pennsylvania. Other running back went to Purdue. Linebacker went to Stephen F. Austin. Another guy went to Colorado. We had the talent. We had it all. So I've seen here, Southlake tourney champs. Rada Jaguar tourney champs. Whataburger national tourney champs. Season record 21-1, ranked in the nation. What nation? Third in state. 13 games left. That's good. 21-1, that's good. The rankings and all that other stuff. I used to try to get hired by some of those ranking companies. Texas Prep, Rivals, that stuff, right? Called the guy up and said, hey man, can I get a job? He said, yeah, we can't pay you, but you can get a job. I said, well, what do you mean? He said, well, we don't really pay our scouts and our guys to do rankings. They volunteer to do it. So I said, so how do you know what they're talking about? They said, well, we checked their background a little bit, but it's pretty much up to them. So these guys are going to the games sometimes, reading articles sometimes, and they're saying, all right, these guys are here, these guys are here. Now, it has some legitimacy to it. But is there any difference between y'all being number 3 in the state versus the number 7, 8 team? Maybe. Is there that difference between y'all and the number 1 team? Who knows? So I don't think y'all are looking at that. I hope you're not looking at that. The 21-1 is what you need to look at. Why did you lose that 1? That's what you need to look at. Because 22-0 would be pretty nasty. Now I can say, all right, that's the real deal. Now 13 games left, 34-1. Then I'll pat you on the back. So what I'm getting to is my junior year, we were 15-0. Okay? 15-0 going to the state championship. Our offense averaged 42 points a game. Okay? That's a lot for football. Defense gave up 16 points a game. It's average. They couldn't stop us. We'd open the game throwing post patterns. They know we were throwing it. They couldn't stop us. There's nothing they could do. Nobody wanted to play us. Scared to death. We played the state championship game in San Antonio. I remember flying on the plane. I remember sitting there. I still remember to this day. And I was drawing a picture of the state ring we were going to win. This is before the game, flying down the night before. And I don't tell too many people this story. I'm drawing. Actually, I remember it was a big ring, and it was red on the bottom with a big M for Markinson. And I had a design. Some of my buddies saw me drawing it because we knew we were going to win. It was over. Nobody could stop us. Everybody was telling us, you're unbelievable. I used to eat lunch free here every day. I'm not playing. Just like my kid. I was about 20 pounds heavier than I am now. I ate free every day because you know what? Lunch ladies had the articles up. Chris, you're so good. Y'all are playing so well. It was unbelievable. I used to walk into a sandwich shop and could not give them my money. They didn't want it. I was a local celebrity. I really was. And it's smaller than it is now, but I was a local celebrity. So everybody kept patting me on the back. Man, you're good. Man, you're good. And I'm like, well, I am pretty good. Hold on. I had, colleges calling me all over the place. Visited Kansas State, Maryland, Tennessee, Notre Dame, Michigan. Decided to stay home at SMU, but I had what you guys want to have. Everywhere I went. I remember sitting out Taco Bell up on 1171. We were hanging out. Cops like, y'all need to leave. They pull up. Hey, you guys, everybody's hanging out. Y'all need to go home. And one of the cops saw me. Chris. Hey, he said, what are you doing? I said, I'm just hanging out. I said, oh. All right, we got to find me. Not lying. Could do no wrong. But I believed the hype. I believed what everybody told me. So, 15-0, state championship game. Ranked number 1 in the nation. So what are we, Coach? 39? It's going to get you nowhere. Number 1 in the nation. All right? Lost the game 17-10. So that ring that I designed and all that stuff I thought was going to be great. We're going to walk off the field, go home, design our rings, and start a dynasty. It was over. I remember flying back. I was like, that's the biggest mistake I made, was sitting there thinking that I was good enough. And I don't know you guys. Y'all might not even be like that. Y'all might be the most humble players ever. I doubt it. Because I wasn't. And even still to this day, I catch myself sometimes. I was in the NFL. It was Steve McNair, Billy Volek, Neil O'Donnell, and me. Man, I thought I was unstoppable. I was wearing a tight helmet. I was flying first-class flights, staying in the Ritz-Carlton. I was unstoppable. Played the game of my life. Cut next day. Coach said, Chris, you play better than the guy. We just can't keep you. We don't think you're good enough. We just can't keep you. So, as I went along, I always wanted a championship because I knew that I let that one in high school go. I let it go. I had it. If you guys were, 12 and 10, I don't know if I'd give you the same speech. I don't know if I'd say the same things because I'd just be blowing smoke at you. I'm not about that. I'm about you telling you the truth. Because I've been there and I'm not your coach. You don't have to see me tomorrow. You might not see me again. Some younger guys might. If you're in the state championship, you're in the playoffs making a run, I might be there. And I might look at you and say, what I told you? 15-1, dropped from number 1 to number 2 in the nation to a team that played them 10 other times. We'd have beat them 8 at least. So, you're in a great situation right now. You never know what's going to happen. 2 things. Could be your last game. Think about that every time. You roll your ankle, someone's going to roll their ankle in here in the next 13 games. You'll be like, man, that could be it. So when you wake up tomorrow or you're playing that game tonight and you think, well, I don't know if I'm going to work hard enough. I don't know if I'm going to do this. There's always somebody better than you. Always. Always. You could be great in the Metroplex. There's a kid in Houston, I promise you can dribble around you. I promise you there's a kid in Alabama who can dunk all over you. There's always somebody better. Maybe not Alabama, maybe Florida. Whatever. He may be in Spain right now. Just look at the dunk on one of you. So, always somebody better. Don't ever enjoy where you're at until you're sitting here in the summer with a ring on. Then you say, man, now we're good. Coach, now we're good. And the coach says, well, we got to do it again. Okay? So, this could be it, all right? Don't be scared about that. It's just the way it is. That's life. That's sports. 2 is, you got to finish it. Okay? 15-1, man, tears me to this day. That was almost 15 years ago. Okay? So, coaches, thanks for having me. Guys, thanks for having me. Hope you all have a great season. Appreciate it.
So, once you finish.
Appreciate you guys. It's easy to listen to.
Coaches, does anybody have any questions?
Yeah.
I don't mind. Anybody got any questions? They don't have to be football or what? I mean, college, high school, women, cars, teachers. Go ahead, man. Taking charge of the class. You know what? You know what? If that's not your thing and that's not your strength, then you use your strength. Don't let your weakness hurt your team. If you got to, you got to. I guarantee you, though, guarantee the playoffs will take a charge. Anybody else? That's it? Nobody's got nothing, huh?
Nobody's got nothing for Chris?
Really? Nothing?
NFL?
Man, I've seen it all. I've been everywhere. I've seen it all, man. Ask me something.
European League?
Ask me something you can't ask your parents, you can't ask your coaches.
Go
ahead.
All right.
What's your name?
Josh.
Josh. All right. With the chicks? You know what? When you're a college athlete and you're a professional athlete, college is harder than high school because there's so many things that can take you away from practice and do what you're supposed to, including girls. Now, don't get me wrong, you're going to meet a lot more girls because of athletics, but you're going to meet a lot more of the wrong girls because of athletics. So not only do you have to work at your sport, but you got to work at filtering the girls out and decide, all right, I need to go this way or I need to go that way. Honestly, my first year in college, I didn't date a girl. If it was during season, I wouldn't date a girl. If I hadn't already been dating a girl, had a girlfriend, if the season started, I would not start dating a girl because I knew it was only going to pull me away from football. But you got to understand, I'm 6'1". I was always told I was never going to be any good. I was never going to be a college quarterback. I was never going to be in the NFL. I was always too short, too slow. But you know what? I outworked everybody there was. The guys better than me, but anybody working harder than me. So I had in my mind that I was going to be a good college quarterback. So that was just me.
Yeah.
Be selected. I mean, in all seriousness, Steve McNair is a buddy of mine. Steve McNair is a buddy of mine. And what happened, that happened. That's true. All that stuff's true. That's what happened to him. He made a bad decision. And it's terrible it cost him his life because he was a great guy and a hard worker. He just made a bad decision. And one bad decision can mess up the rest of your life, man. You know, I had some buddies in high school who went here drinking and driving one night and ended up hitting somebody and killing the guy in the car with him. Changed his life forever, man. You just never know. And I don't want to preach to you about that, but it's always be smart and make good decisions. Who else? That's it. That's it.
The great thing about Chris is he's right, man. You know, y'all are sitting here listening to talk about you got inch long ribs on you, so he's not quite. But you forget 6'1" playing in the big leagues. It just doesn't happen. That guy was tough, man. People looked at him on the football field. There's no way, little squatty 6'1", and he kicked my butt now. But he was the king of passing. You got to think about this. When in Texas, passing, that was the turner. When you didn't pass the ball in Texas. Now today you got all spread offenses and all that, but at the time in 95 when he's leading the state, he didn't hold that record anymore before. Didn't he lead it for a while? He had a state passing records for a while, but now with all the spread offenses in South Lake and all that, it's not there as high. But he at the turn of it did it all. People are like, you can't pass in Texas. You got to hand it off. Triple option, hand it off. Coach Britton and Chris and his guys, oh man, they were good.
Who y'all playing tonight? Were they ranked?
They're
Good
good.
state champs, huh? Here? It's just a step, man. You know? There's so many games that if you're going to be a champion, that a game's just a game. It's just a step because even when we were undefeated going into the state championship, there are always big games that were coming. And we even did, like, even after we won, we were excited and happy. But the goal was not 22-1. The goal was not 23-1. The goal was big picture. And you might lose a game or two here and there between now and the playoffs. But when that time comes, it's win and go home. So however it takes for you to get there, each game's just a game. Can't be high with the big ones and low with the low ones. Because then somebody lower you will slip up. One of those fighting farmers come over here and beat you. It's really cool. I'll be mad at you too. So. No questions, anybody. Come on now. Drove all this way, wasted all that gas. Can't come get it. I wish I could. I appreciate it. See, now I got to work.
I'm gonna give him throw some props out though on 103.
I'll see if I can get some stuff on the radio. Nah, it's working man now. You know what I mean? That's what I'm telling you, it's a different world. Anybody else?
The young guys got one.
Don't believe me, used to live in Highland Shores, right down the road, right behind the Christian McAuliffe Elementary School, so right down the road from you guys, man. So, my brothers grew up. One went to Lamar, I went to Milliken. Milliken's not there anymore, but Lamar's still there? That's all right. Lamar's still there, right?
Yeah,
I see. Again, thanks for having me, guys.
You guys.
Listen, before we're going to shift just a little bit and finish up today. Let's do something, Matt. What do you think about this? In honor of Chris, let's everybody make a commitment. Play it like it's going to be the last game you ever play. Is that good?
It's gonna break right there.
All right.